All right, and we are back with our next match. We're gonna get this is Nntuckynn versus MosCorel. Give me 1 second. Tony, you are muted in Discord. All right.
Yep, I was just
there we go.
gonna grab the stats real quick.
Yeah, you're good. All right. So it looks like we've got a. Is this plundering MRA? Yep, plundering MRA from Moss, and what looks like another plundering MRA from Nntuckynn. I don't suspect this is a mirror match, but could be. It's entirely possible. So a signature of kind of MosCorel matches is the games tend to be a little bit longer on the long side. Not a discredit, just a fact. He tends to take his time and think about his plays a lot more than some of the other competitors. So it looks like Moss enhanced a Wandering Executioner. Hit the Stalwart Guard. Not going to kill the Stalwart Guard, but definitely likely puts it in dead or alive range next turn. Nntuckynn answers with his own Wandering Executioner. Let's see if that's Moss's follow-up. It could have just been a tempo play. He just needed to keep something on the board. Yeah, it looks like it was. Moss coming in with one of the new cards. This one being Devilish Larceny, stealing from the player's primary faction zone. Dungeon Master's primary faction zone being the hand, which makes that a particularly hard card to deal with if you're playing Plunder Guild. You see Nntuckynn playing the Fireball, getting the boost on the Bone Brute. I believe it looks kind of like Nntuckynn might be going for a aggro-ish play here. He's including the Bone Brute. He's got a bit of the cheap theft. We get another Devilish Larceny, taking another card. All right. MosCorel taking his time, thinking real hard. See what he's cooking up. Not a whole lot to mention right now, other than these Devilish Larcenies look amazing. Oh, we got Tony Big Blind on the line. There we go.
He's back.
He's
okay,
back.
what do we got going on here? What do we got? We got two Blunder Guilds?
Yeah, two Blunder DMs. Both kind of playing for tempo mostly. We've seen some of the new cards with the Devilish Larcenies. I love those.
Alright, so we will get to see Nntuckynn's Augur Order deck coming in because Moss and Nntuckynn both banned Dungeon Master in this format.
Fantastic. I'm curious to see Moss's claim he can deal with the Augur Order healing, and I happen to know Nntuckynn brought a healing, so.
Yes.
We did see yet another new card, which was the the Meager Misdeed come out, burning some of
that was a
Moss's
huge fireball, the enhanced fireball, clearing Nntuckynn's board.
Nntuckynn coming
Barony
in.
Socialite.
Ooh, little guy.
Little guy.
I don't think this is the fabled little guys deck, but
no, I don't think the Barony Socialite's really
Though that could be a good addition, you know. Get the little guys rolling, plunder all the deck. But no, I think Nntuckynn looks like he's just going for a bunch of high value Plundering Guild cards.
Yep. That's plunder for you.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Wandering Executioner.
Barony Socialite, extremely high value, and it's dead. So,
but Moss did have to burn 2 removals to get rid of 1 Barony Socialite.
very true.
So, kind of paid for it. I mean, realistically, did it pay for itself? I don't know. About the same mana was spent as there was to play it, so...
Wandering Executioner against the Wandering Executioner.
That's the second time we've seen that today.
Interesting. Our Dread Experiments are... Arcane Experiment.
Yeah. I know.
What is this deck?
That's something Tucky likes to include in a lot of decks. Any deck that he has Dungeon Master in, he tends to include that combo. It's a very good card draw tool. So,
I mean, I guess it is effectively 4 mana draw 3.
This is very true.
So yeah, fair. It's a 2-card combo, but it's fair.
Yeah, I mean, it gets it done, and you know, you never feel bad drawing into an Arcane Experiment, except for late, maybe.
And, you know, the Arcane Experiment will cycle back into your hand if you play 3 spells in the same turn.
Yeah.
Not that that's going to happen all the time, but, you know.
Not that it's likely to happen in this deck. He's probably way more creature-heavy than spell-heavy, but who knows? With the
Very
plundering,
true. I mean...
With the plundering, you never know.
He's plundered some stuff, you know. There's been a Fireball and a recruitment effort. Dark Matter Blast and such.
Matter Blast. He got that Mastery. Man, I don't even remember the name of that card. I apologize to everybody. The Book of the Ancient Arts.
Oh.
Yeah, he played that earlier on the Barony Socialite.
So I took a peek. That was actually the card he plundered from the Socialite.
Yeah, yeah.
Very cool.
Dagger Supplier? Sorry, newly buffed Dagger Supplier. I'm loving this.
My streamer camera doing some wonky things. The card isn't pointed toward the streamer camera, but the text is.
Gotta love it.
The text to explain, like, the keywords on it. Or wait. I'm so confused. Is it just showing both? I have actually no idea what's happening.
Yeah. But, yeah, so Moss cleaning up man, I am drawing blanks today. Pillaging Prince, rather than the Dagger Supplier, but it looks like he sacks the Dagger Supplier anyway to get the block. Probably worth it in the end. I mean, Tucky's really low on cards right now. He has like nothing in his hand.
And the 4-hit on the Meager Misdeed. Moss is dead. Neither of them have any cards in their hand. They are both relying on pure top decks right now.
I mean, Tucky at least has card draw on the field, but it's what is it? 2 cards?
It's 1 card.
1 card, yeah, not even. So, I mean, we're watching a top deck. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle Heart of the Card situation.
You know, it's definitely going to make Moss at least a bit wary of swinging, just to maybe at least not deny your opponent the extra card.
Yeah, I still think you go for the damage here. I don't suspect like what the next 2 cards are gonna like massively swing the game. This is gonna be
dude, just wait. All right, he's gonna get like Priest of Kradam and Untaming Destroyer.
Destroyer. Can't play them both in the same turn, but he'll get set up. No, I think this. Well,
I mean, honestly, I think that would be a useless combo, anyways.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But no, I think.
Oh, and it looks like Big Aiden's match might be done already.
That's crazy. No, but I think this overall is going to be a battle of inches. These guys are going to go back and forth, like trading and top decking. We'll see. We'll see what comes of that. Does Moss give the card draw to save 1 health? He does not. He chooses to take the damage.
And it seems like Big Aiden has won 2-0.
All right.
In his other match. So congratulations on Big Aiden to making it to the finals. And Crystal will be fighting for 3rd or 4th.
Good luck to both of them in the next set. We'll see Crystals in action next against the loser of this match. So. Ooh! Whoa!
I'm sorry.
Excuse
what was
me?
that?
Excuse me?
What was that card?
Heraldry of Kradam? What is this?
I have never seen that animation. That is a new animation for me.
We're going back pre-Augur for that one. Holy cow.
I don't think a lot of value was gained from that.
I mean, yeah. What's the stat increase? I can't see it on PC.
I don't know what got its stats increased.
It was the Pillaging Prince.
No, the Pillaging Prince is still at a. Oh wait, it's not showing up on.
Oh,
it's not showing up when I hover over the card.
Yeah, you gotta get in there. You gotta get way in there.
It's a 5/5, so it seems like it got 3/3 worth of buffs.
Yeah, something.
Big stats.
I mean, it kept it on the board if he wants to use it to plunder. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I mean, he likely plundered that. There's no way that was in his deck.
Ooh.
The big fireball.
The big damage.
All right, well, he gave him the cards.
Tucky's gonna hope these 2 cards.
Ooh.
Oh,
the Necromancy. What is that gonna pull? Let's get from that.
What is that gonna pull? Wandering Executioner, but like, man, I don't know if Tucky has a card in here that's really gonna help him that much. Yeah, and he goes through the Wandering Executioner.
Can't kill.
On the Tomer? No, the Grave Robber.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, it gets a card out of the way, and he gets another Arcane Experiment on the board. So
I think I would have much rather wanted to see the Tomerol, because then at least if he pushed with the Grave Robber, you can block with the Arcane Experiment to get the trade.
I mean, yeah, but this does.
But I guess
this does give 2 bodies on board. Force the. I guess I can't say forced. He likely top decked that that Dead or Alive. This is not looking good for Tucky.
Oh, this is gross, Tucky.
Tucky
yeah,
is
21
what,
to what's gonna be 2.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think Tucky's coming back from this.
Hey, little guy.
They get 1 called arms.
Yeah, little guy. I mean, I just don't know what he could have. I mean, final spell? Fireball?
Fireball here is nice, though. The enhanced Fireball.
Yep, and he gets the... I mean, that... Unless... I mean,
No,
Moss can pull any direct damage at this point and win, though.
Oh,
and
there it
that
goes.
ends it.
Yep, that's it.
So there's game 1 going to MosCorel in this best of 3.
Yeah, Moss needed just about anything there to take care of his final creature, and he got it. So, on to game 2, where Moss is now forced to play his Monsters' Rights deck. Yep. And we'll see if Tucky wants to swap, or if he wants to just stick with the Plunder Guild for now. Looks like
he's stuck with...
I actually don't know yet.
It looks like he's stuck with the Plundering Guild, would be my guess.
Well, your coins still show up if you're secondary.
Yeah, he's stuck with it.
Stuck with the Plunder Guild, though, so...
we got Cat on Kick, DDR Cat on Kick, mentioned Heraldry also made the Pillaging Prince go back to deck, so that at least gave that extra value as well. Still kind of a strange choice, but it ended up working out in the end.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know if they ever really attacked with it. I think it just helped to keep it alive longer.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the
that's
idea,
right.
Yeah.
We saw at the very tail end of the last match, Moss actually runs an Ooze deck. And he got the Carrying Decomposer in.
Carrying Decomposer and Gelatinous Protestant turn 2. That is crazy good value. He didn't get the amazing turn 3 follow-up, which is the Union of Monsters, to get that Carrying Decomposer back out. But nonetheless, the Slime Prospector gets him 1 card closer to being able to start pulling those out.
Could always be saving up for the stronger play later on, but...
Yeah. Dead or Alive taken out, the Gelatinous Protestant, Daring Swindler comes out, as well as an Arcane Experiment. I'm curious...
We could see a reserve of, like, a Zealous Ooze here into the activation in order to get the Carrying Decomposer out.
Yeah, I'm curious. I mean, there's a lot you can do with Ooze in the early game, right? Tons of cards. You have lots of options. So I'm curious to see what he has in particular. I'd be surprised to see him not reserve here, but I guess that just depends on what his play is.
I mean, you know, a lot of choices are maybe he doesn't have a great, like, 5-mana play here. And maybe he... Like, if he has the Acidic Overlord right now, that is really good. I'm curious what he's got, though.
The
Bighorn Pack Beast? Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Not a bad choice. I mean, he's not going to get... Uh-oh. That's always dangerous.
I don't think I love...
Ooh.
I don't know if I love the placement of that Bighorn Pack Beast.
I don't either, but just want to point this out. He did burn a Union of Monsters with that a Meager Misdeed and a Riotous Recruitment.
A dark matter blast. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Was that used earlier?
No.
Enhanced?
He did hit that. He did enhance it. He did hit the.
Oh my god, insane value.
Yeah.
Dark matter blast, union of monsters, righteous recruitment, and necromancy. That's actually that's disgusting. And again, I'm not gonna lie, I am hating the placement of these creatures. The fireball value is so juicy. I mean, it's not super juicy right now with the taunt, but like, you should probably be putting the taunt like far left, because
yeah.
every time, or at least you should have activated the slime guy first.
No, I agree entirely.
Placement is you always really want your taunt creatures on the end just to counteract the fireball plays. Especially, I mean, obviously only really when you're playing against Plunder Guild. You see, like, with how Tucky has his Trapjaw set up.
Yeah.
It's right next to a really unimportant unit that he kind of wants to die anyways. Just in case a fireball comes through, but it doesn't look like Moss is actually playing Plunder's Guild. It looks like this is a Dungeon Master with the ooze.
I'm gonna apologize for a moment. It looks like some things didn't update properly when I was setting up the stream, so you go ahead and take over for a minute.
Moss going into the tank here, thinking about something, I guess. I wonder if they're thinking about an acidic overlord here. I mean, you can get it out with... Oh, no, you can't get it out with power and quality. I was thinking you could, but you're gonna need 2 or less creatures to do that, and he's definitely got more than 2 of those. Now, there's a Trapjaw that I actually enjoy there. Alright, he's got the Gurn. I assume on the Grave Rock. Oh no! Oh, he's buffing his own Pack Beast? Is that what I just watched? Is he buffing his own Pack Beast with that?
Oh. Okay, sorry. I come back and absolutely everything is on the board. All right, we got a bit of a standoff here.
I believe Moss played a Germ and then hit their own Pack Beast.
Oh my, that's gross.
It is pretty disgusting. And then we had a Dagger Supplier Barony Socialite, and the Barony's gone into the Gorging Jelly.
Holy
Grave
cow,
Robber
yep.
down to Germ. Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, Moss just sitting with a full board. This is a bit counterproductive to Ooze, but realistically, he's getting a lot of tempo, and he's only got the 1 carry and Decomposer in.
I was gonna say, honestly, I don't know if you wanted to summon this many slimes at this point, but I just realized... Oh, wait, never mind. I was gonna say Moss didn't have any cards in his hand, but I wasn't looking.
Yeah.
And he's reconsidering his pushing decisions.
I feel like you gotta, when if you're in Moss's position, you push here, right? I'd push, and I would push Trapjaws. Like, you want to make room. He needs to make room on his board.
That is definitely true. You definitely do need to make room, but that does leave Tucky to just like, okay, I'll take 5 damage and just sit on that. I don't know. Like, you kind of, yeah, you see his Tucky, like, you want to make room, but he's not going to let you make room. He's just going to eat 5 damage knowing that it's fine.
Right, exactly. I feel like Moss may have painted himself into a bit of a corner, but we'll have to see what Tucky can do with the space that he's created.
I guess, you know, Moss is playing Dungeon Master. We could always see the Dread Experiments come out as a draw option.
That's a draw option. I feel like he needs to make a lot more space on the board. Like, he needs room to create these oozes, or, like, play literally anything. Because all these 1/1 oozes are just filling up the works.
Mm-hmm, they're gunking up the works.
And it seems like Tucky's aware of that. He's not pushing when he could get value trades because he knows Moss can't play anything.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious to see how this kind of standstill will counteract.
I mean, at some point, someone's gonna make either a mistake or a decision.
For sure. There goes the Necromancy Trapjaw. Yep. And it looks like a push, yeah.
Yeah, Moss. I think Moss realizes his position and knows he's gotta push. He has to push this, and hope, guarantee some blocks, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, and he.
And you know, I'm not gonna lie. We
Thinking
haven't
about it
seen
again.
much. Oh no, yeah, he's thinking of all right, and Tucky's probably just gonna take the 4.
Yeah, I mean, that just.
Yeah.
This is playing into Tucky's hand. He wants time. He needs.
You know, Tucky might honestly, if Moss does that full attack, maybe Tucky just eats it all and then full pushes himself.
Do we just see like a full blitz off, where both of them are just swinging wildly?
Like that definitely could be the case of why Moss is thinking to hold some creatures back and not full push. Because if you look at the like attack on both sides of this board, you know, Tucky has definitely got the overall upper hand.
Yeah, I mean,
what's being stolen here?
Yeah, Tucky's got a lot of valuable options, right? He's got a lot more value cards on the board. A lot of cards that when they die, they do something. You know, a lot of cards that can continue to scale. But, like, Moss is stuck with the board state. I don't think there's much he can do, unless he's packing a wings. I don't think there's a whole lot more he can do with this board state until some of these creatures get moved.
With that riotous the grave robber, he decided to steal the riotous recruit and mob rule. Wow, that is not a card you see every day.
You know, it's seeing a lot more play with these use decks. It's easy to get a wide board now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really solid removal choice from a faction with a little less removal.
Very true.
And we see
yep, grave robber going down again. And I think Moss might just be fine with taking 4 damage every turn.
I mean, Tucky's getting the value out of the cards without dealing the damage with the cards. Realistically,
yeah.
like he's still getting more out of these trades, in my opinion. Oh, do we see a full block on the slime prospector to get rid of it? No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, again, Tucky just says, I'll take the 4 damage. I'm not giving you any board space.
But I feel like if you're gonna get rid of a card, the slime prospector feels like the right one.
Yes, almost definitely. Just deny him from making, you know, easy slime every turn.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially once that acidic overlord comes down.
Yep. All right, we see the necromancy on the stalwart guard. Ooh, yeah. We see the until death do us part newly buffed, hitting both wormlings. Puts them out of vanguard range. Not that it matters.
We know Moss isn't going to have any fireballs here unless he's stolen them somehow, but I don't think he can even have that.
I mean...
But,
oh.
Okay, and he's resorted to Oh, man.
Maggie comes out. He got one of the flyers.
And he got 3 of Tucky's creatures there. That's actually pretty huge. He even got one of the flyers.
Yeah, that was... I think that was probably what he was hoping for. He needed to get rid of those.
For sure.
But
definitely.
yeah, the Maggie kind of changes the things, because starting next turn, he can start swinging with that Maggie.
Mm-hmm. And he's gonna... Tucky, like, this chip damage is adding up.
Yeah,
you know, Tucky's about to be down to 16.
Yeah.
I think Moss is fine just taking this damage one at a time, turn after turn, you know? Because it's kind of a win-win. He either gets some damage in, or he gets more board space to actually play his bigger oozes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Tucky's gotta find a way to push the envelope. Maybe he has some more ways to buff the Wormling.
I think this is gonna be really tough for Tucky.
He needs to find a way to, like... This is gonna sound counterproductive, but he almost needs to find a way to really clear the board. Like, maybe plunder out a final spell, or a Maggie.
I was just thinking that if he's able to get a final spell off this Barony, but honestly, even if he does, Moss hasn't played as Acidic Overlord. He hasn't used like any of his like really big ooze cards.
Yeah, this is very true.
That would get him things here. All right, the 2 call to arms there is really good though.
Yes, that's gonna come in clutch, especially if oh, hold on, does he still? Oh, he has the dagger supplier still on the field, so he can likely find ways to consistently keep creatures on the board now. He does not have to worry about blockers anymore. So yeah, swinging with the wormlings, the right choice for sure.
I don't know, man. During my tournament game the other day, I swear I put like 20 cold arms in my deck and I saw 1 the whole game. I was so upset.
That's always rough.
I was so pissed.
It is always rough. While Moss takes a minute to think, I'm going to go ahead and plug. This is the monthly standard for Cards and Tinkereds. We do this once every month on the third Saturday and Sunday. Everyone is welcome to join. You just need to have 3 decks of 3 different factions, and you can compete for, up to 5,000 gems? Yeah, 50.
I think that's total
prize pool of 5,000 gems. Top 8 get paid and get to be played on stream. So check us out.
And in the meantime, Moss has again gurmed his own slime in order to replace it with a Maggie, and has decided to full push.
I feel like, yeah, you have to at this point. Like,
yeah,
Tucky is. I mean, Tucky's not. I really thought Tucky could do more with the space he created, but it's feeling like he's not really picking up the pace. But Moss, again, needs to make room. He needs to force blocks. So, here we go. Yeah, we finally...
He's definitely going to have to at least block this Maggie. Honestly, ideally, you want to get rid of this Bighorn Pack Beast.
But
eat the damage. He's not really going to have enough blockers to do anything about it.
Yeah, and you just eat that damage from the Bighorn, too. Whatever you block with, so... He eats the rest...
from 16 down to 9. Tucky's gonna need something
and
here,
he drew
I don't know what gets him there.
And he draws into exactly 0 adventurers.
Ugh.
Well, he gets, he does get...
Gets his
what was that?
Barony back.
Barony, yeah. Barony Socialite's back in business.
Okay, a second one. You know, this is where he really needs to plunder for a final spell.
Yeah, final spell, or a Pact of Non-Aggression, or something to just gain time. I was thinking maybe, now I can't remember the name.
Most recent plunder. But that most recent plunder, he got a Gorging Jelly.
Okay.
Another Barony. And Devilish Larceny. Devilish Larceny could be good, but honestly, that's really not what you need right now.
I mean, it does... Devilish Larceny 100% takes the Carrion Decomposer.
I think that's honestly the least of your concerns at this point, with the 2 Maggies and the Gurm.
I totally feel you, but
Beast.
That's still the right choice, as long as he has a way to live this turn. Because if you can take that answer away and clear the board, I think that's the play.
Didn't get anything helpful out of those either, I don't think. Alright. Could you imagine a 3rd Maggie here?
Don't put
that would be disgusting.
Don't put that out into the world. Come on now.
You're right.
Who runs 3 Maggies, really? The answer is MosCorel. Bam. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, here it comes. On the table. Riotous Recruitment?
Yeah.
Sure. He knows he has time.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess he hopes he has time.
I feel like he knows he's in the driver's seat right now. He's kind of got Tucky on the ropes. He might have the win here if he has any way to buff some of his units.
He would need something very special to have the win here, I think. I don't think he can get the win on this turn.
That's true. There's a couple of cards if he's running well, I guess he doesn't have room for any creatures, huh? Is he maxed out?
No. He's got
Oh,
yeah.
Yep, I stand corrected.
There's the Gorging.
Yeah, I really feel like this might be over.
I mean, blocking the 2 Maggies and the Bighorn and the Trapjaw only leaves 3 damage.
Yeah, I mean,
Tucky's going to be able to do that very easily, so this definitely isn't game, but...
It's darn close. He needs to...
Yes.
The big thing is he needs to... Moss?
And Moss is reconsidered.
I was going to say, all he needs to do is make sure he keeps that Barony Socialite up, and then hope for adventurers to come falling down, plunder out a couple of answers.
Just swings with the Maggie. Swings with the big health Maggie.
Interesting call. I think he could have definitely gotten... Oh, and here it is. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
We got 1.
Let's see what we get here.
Cooking the books off of that. Another call to arms. Ooh, that's gonna be really good for Tucky. That That is definitely a card Tucky wanted to see right now.
Okay, which card?
It is a card I can't remember the name of. The one where you don't take damage, and neither player takes damage or gains life.
That will definitely help. Let's see if he plays it this turn.
He almost has to.
He's
surely.
thinking, that was a royal filibuster, by the way.
Yes,
and
yes.
he's just really thinking about it, man.
I think he's just waiting to see if he can do anything better with his turn. But honestly, I don't think he's gonna be able to. I think he's just gonna have to stall.
I mean, he's got a lot of cards, man. He's got to have stuff.
He's got like
Nope.
10 plus cards in his hand.
He went
Definitely
digging.
10.
Oh boy.
And he got 2. One of those cards was a question mark for some reason. Oh, he got it! He got the final spell!
Oh no!
I think he got it, dude. I'm pretty sure he just got the final spell.
Okay, so what's the play here then?
I think the play is you royal filibuster this turn.
Yeah, 5
and then
mana.
you let Moss do any setup that he wants to, and then you final spell next turn. Okay, never mind.
Never mind. He's confident.
Okay. I guess he's just willing to, he's got a lot of adventurers here. He's probably just willing to barge down his board, do more do a couple more plunders next turn with any guys he happens to, with any call to arms he happens to draw, and then maybe he'll do it. Man, this is a tense game.
Yeah, that is a bold choice by Tucky. He had a guaranteed extra turn in his hand. He said, nope, I don't need it. I think I've got this. And I don't know there's too many, I mean, that's fine, I guess, but I don't think there's too many MRA cards at this point that's going to hurt him. We've already seen 2 Maggies. I don't suspect he's got a third.
I feel like he might have a third.
He just made board space. He doesn't have a Maggie because there's not enough room for that.
Another pack beast. This is exactly what you want to see if a final spell is about to come out.
Yeah, I feel like we do see the... So here's the thing, though. I don't know what's in Moss's hand. We play it like that, right?
Very true.
He could have a follow-up combo that cascades into oozes.
It could so easily be like Acidic Overlord, Union of Monsters.
Right.
And then that would be
I mean, what
that would be
Acidic
crushing.
Overlord, Equality, or Equalization? I can't remember what we need. Yeah.
Equilibrium.
Equilibrium. Thank you. So he could have
I don't think
the Acidic Overlord.
Tucky's
Equilibrium.
gonna play for the. I don't think he's playing around the final. Maybe he didn't get a final. I don't know. Maybe I'm going insane.
Maybe you are going insane.
Maybe I'm going insane.
But that
I'll have to watch that back.
This is why I don't look.
Maybe Tucky's just like asking him to bait out the Acidic Overlord.
I mean, that could be it. He could be biding his time knowing he's got space, right?
There's one oh wait, why didn't he... Would it not have mattered?
No, it
yeah,
wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. Sometimes I think things are nobles when they're not.
No, the Wandering Executioner is in fact not a noble. And
no, I was thinking about the other one.
The
pickpocket of Pomerol.
Yeah, no, he's not a noble. He is a pickpocket.
Nope. Yeah.
Nobles don't be pickpocketing.
And Tucky's been getting some good value out of these daring swindlers. Getting some hopefully good copies.
Yeah, and he's been able to keep at least one Barony Socialite on the board for most of the game. So getting a ton of good plunder value. This is the power of Plundering Guild, though. Like, he is able to he's able to go search for the answers for a difficult board state. And that's the thing that scratched him back into this game from where he was. Where we were thinking, like, I don't know if he's getting enough value, to now where he might even be in the driver's seat. Moss has a lot of value in his hand, I'd imagine, but... he's either hesitant to play it or, either way, he's getting a lot of value. He's giving him a lot of value. We do see our first
and we see the
Decomposer.
first Carrion Decomposer. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Might be a bit late at this point, but
I mean, that depends. I mean, that just depends on how fast he can scale it. With this board, Tucky, I don't know how much. Well, I take that back. I was gonna say I don't know how much removal Tucky has, but he's playing Plundering. He's probably sitting on a ton of removal.
He's probably sitting on a ton. He can probably find a ton more, you know,
Yeah.
with Barony Socialite and such.
It could be a little too late for the Carrion Decomposer.
Honestly, we might be in for just a slog of a game at this point.
I mean, they're
It's
both
kind of getting to that point in the game where just like no one wants to attack.
They are getting low though. Both of them have very short decks. And I mean, it's likely Tucky has Potion of the Weld, but it's very unlikely Moss has Potion of the Weld.
No,
So-
Moss is not playing Plunder's Guild.
Exactly.
So...
Yeah. So yeah, true. He can't possibly have it.
Whoa!
What did he?
Was that devilish larceny to steal the carrion?
Yep. There. I told you earlier that was going to come into play. I knew it. That is the best counter to Ooze at this point.
It's a nasty counter to honestly MRA in general.
Yeah,
the fact that you yoink from the reserves, it's definitely the best against MRA.
It is extremely strong.
Yes.
And we get some more plunder here. Tony's sneaking a peek.
I think he either took a filibuster or he took an avatar of peace.
Well,
you know, kind of a 50-50 there, really.
50, yeah, a coin flip on that one. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, it's a tough call. Oh, he just picked up a B.
Absolutely.
That's a good pickup.
Interesting call at this point in the game. I mean, that's free damage, right?
Yeah, listen, 4 damage, that could end the game later.
100%, yeah.
You know, I'm sure Moss, like, if Moss had 2 Bs and a Dark Matter Blast, you know, that would have ended the game a long time ago.
True, very true.
Tucky's been on 9 health for, like, a lot of turns now.
You know, and it's surprising to me how little he has attacked with those pack beasts. That's direct damage. He does not have any...
No, it's the other way. It's whenever the pack beast blocks.
Oh!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Here's a fireball on the 2 whelps, or whatever they're called.
Getting rid of
the
them.
dragons.
Yeah,
Enhanced
there we go.
fireball
I think
on the pack beast.
I really feel like things are starting to look Tucky's way. I think we're starting to see a tip.
I think he just grabbed a soul extractor from that plunder. Soul extraction.
I mean, I guess. What are you soul extracting, right? Like.
I mean, it's like
slime?
best option of the 3, I guess.
Yeah, slime.
Yeah, honestly, slime. Like if he summons a bunch of slimes here, I could totally see the soul extraction for the slime.
Especially if the acidic overlord comes down. Speaking of,
there it is. There it is. But no carrion decomposer in the reserves.
Nope. And I say, and he's gonna be hard pressed to get that Zealous Ooze out if he doesn't have Gelatinize. So, Gelatinize or Unshackle. Yeah, shh, be quiet.
Golden silence.
Oh, brutal.
The golden silence on the acidic.
And the soul extraction on the slime.
How much damage does that do?
3.
I thought it did 2.
I could have sworn it did 3. I'll let you know in a second when I can click on it. Cannot.
No, that's 2.
Okay, fair enough.
I think one of his guys though might have mastery from that Book of Ancient Arts because they definitely both had 3 attacks.
He does. He has a mastery creature. His pillaging prince has mastery.
Oh, that's so brutal. That's so brutal.
All right.
Oh my god.
Moss needs to. Is that pack beast asleep?
No, that pack beast is awake, but only 2 health, so he's only gonna bring Tucky back down to 9 with that.
It's still the right choice. He needs to take damage any second that he can get it.
Yep. He's thinking about it. He's really thinking about it.
Man, it is wild seeing this in the semis of all matchups. This is in the semis.
This is a wild match. Honestly, I'm wondering if we're gonna see the if Tucky makes it to the finals, if we'll see heal deck versus heal deck. That'll be a sight to watch.
That'd be absolutely insane.
That'll be wham. That'll just be a match right there.
I'm looking so forward to it.
Same.
But keep in mind, this is only match 2. We've got a match. We got a match 3 here.
If Tucky wins here, we'll be going on to game 3.
And it'll be Ooze versus Healing.
It'll
I
be
believe?
the Oozes versus the AO Healing.
Yeah.
Could be an actually crazy matchup. Could be awful.
Well,
I don't know.
think
Could it be worse than what we're watching right now?
This isn't.
I don't know.
Not worse.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean like longer, I guess. Like
a bit more elongated of a match. Yes.
yeah.
A little
I
less
think,
action. Yes.
Well,
But we'll see.
I think the AO Healing is definitely going to be a lot more streamlined because it's really just going to be Moss gets creatures, he pushes the creatures, and for Tucky it's just going to be I'm going to heal and remove your creatures. It's going to be a lot more streamlined than, man, do I want to make value trades, value blocks in this match? Like, what kind of creatures do I want to push with right now?
It does feel very much like there's a lot more calculated decision making going on during this game.
Yeah. Where I don't think a lot will be needed in the next game. It'll just kind of be a war of, you know, who can do their thing better.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see if that comes. I mean, we're not counting Moss out yet. Moss is still health positive. He's still health positive. He's still in an okay position. He's just basically both of his engines were shut off. So
yeah, the golden silence is absolutely brutal on the Acidic Overlord, man.
Mm-hmm. And what did he just have him discard? What was that? That was another Slime Prospector. Okay.
How close are we to either of them decking out? Honestly, we're extremely close.
We're probably like 1 or 2 turns on both sides. I think
Tucky
will go
is
first.
definitely in the driver's seat on that front just because of the sheer number of cards in his hand.
Yeah, and I think I'll say Tucky's probably going to deck out first. A lot of those cards are plundered, but regardless, I think he's likely to deck out first. Oh, we got a Maggie. Nectar and Maggie. Doesn't.
We got three creature value.
Not bad. I mean, push, right? You push here, without question.
I don't know. 5 creatures alive. I don't know. It's like a lot of his creatures just aren't good, though.
He pushes. He pushes right here. Yes.
Yeah, he's going.
I mean, that Tucky has to block. He has to value block. I don't think
he's got to block all 4 of the oozes on the right, more or less.
Yeah, without question.
He honestly, I think he's going to be taking like 6 damage here, best case scenario. Moss is actually considering not doing this. Oh, I think he's just trying to count the math to see if he wins. He's keeping the pack beast back.
Yeah, I think of all creatures, keep the pack beast back. That's guaranteed. Yeah. Because that's just damage you can point, right?
Yeah, it's basically 4 damage, 4 damage. You're denying your opponent from like attacking, more or less.
But no, I mean Moss is on the clock. He's only got so many more turns before he's out of cards.
Yep.
So you've gotta put the pressure on here.
And he's really not.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't know.
This is just so many times now that Moss has wanted to full push, and then he thought about it a bit longer, and then he hasn't done it.
I mean, this definitely clears the board up a little bit, but I feel like if he'd have gone harder with a couple more, that's damage, right? He dealt no damage with this position.
And there's the final spell.
I do believe that's probably the end of the game. I don't think Moss can rebuild his board at all.
No, I don't know what Moss is gonna do to really come back here. Oh, it just plays the carrion from his hand.
You know what? It got another one in the reserves. Oh,
did.
Tucky is officially decked
Master
out.
Crap flushed.
But he doesn't care. I mean, he's definitely got enough cards. He can just keep playing cards.
Yeah, with how deck out works in this game, being that it's however much mana you have at the end of the turn, you know, you might as well run through your deck as fast as possible. I mean, if you can keep it up with how much mana you're spending every turn.
I do have to say, mad props to Tucky for feeling this one out. He had that final spell. As far as we understand, he had that final spell for what, like 12 turns?
Yeah, it was a very long time he had that final spell.
Any other
But
player...
he was like, nope, I gotta wait for that acidic. I gotta wait for the right time to play this.
Yep, and I feel like any... Oh, the Riotous
Moss
being
is
the
out of cards too.
last card.
Mana Blast himself and Mana Burn will do it in.
That was an amazing game, too. We are at 1-1 each. MosCorel versus Nntuckynn here in the semifinals.
We're gonna have Moss playing the same Ooze deck, but this time Tucky is coming in with the Augur Order Healing.
Winner of this game gonna go on to play Big Aiden in the finals. Loser will play for third place against was it Crystal?
Top decking the Merc Band, instantly getting the Merc Band. Top of the deck.
I mean, that's so. I would argue that that's a fine, but like drawing it later doesn't hurt either.
No, it doesn't matter whether he draws it now or later, because he's not gonna play any of them until the end of the game, pretty much.
Right.
Breach of terms on the Union of Monsters. Oh, that's gross. He was trying to set up Carrion Decomposer into Union of Monsters, but
he almost got
Breach of Terms.
He almost got the optimal turn 3 play. That's rough.
The Breach of Terms just putting that dead in its tracks.
I feel like you've gotta, at that point, you really have to assume that it's a breach of turns. You just don't make the play, right? Oh, and he could have had it. He could have had it 2 and 3. This is the kind of tempo you need against this kind of deck, and that's
now,
unfortunate.
I think the issue with assuming it's a breach of terms and not making the play is, it's almost like, what spell are you using in Moss's deck to waste the breach of terms? Like, you're really just gonna have to hope for a Dark Matter Blast.
A mob rule.
I mean, sure. It's just kind of like a waiting game.
Yeah, I mean, of course it's a waiting game, but it's just an unfortunate turn of events, realistically. But like, I don't know, man. That's Union of Monsters is such a premium card in the Ooze deck that I might have just I would have guessed that it was that and just moved on. If it was a life pact, it would have activated automatically. I guess you could have thought it was Reiteration or Channel Destruction, but
no, I don't think Tucky's playing this deck as a Channel Destruction. I think honestly, like the only other thing you can consider is like 2 mana heal 10, but I don't know.
I mean,
you see, now I love this Trapjaw Stump placement and the Slime Prospector placement. I do really like that.
Smart play, separating the two of them. I don't. Oh, it is. Yeah, never mind. He is Plundering Guild second.
All right, he's playing some Merc Bands. Honestly,
I mean,
yeah, the only thing we haven't seen so far from Tucky is the Life Pact. I don't think he's found it yet.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not finding it, you got to get something in the way, right? And I think playing again, it doesn't matter when you play the Merc Bands; they're gonna scale now or later. So
2 Slime Prospectors is huge. Okay, yeah, you know what? Attacking with the Trapjaw here makes a lot of sense.
Yes,
Tucky really can't do it. Yeah, Tucky really can't do anything about that attack. Honestly, you might as well attack with the Prospector as well, yeah.
I'll say putting that Prospector to sleep doesn't change anything, and next turn, if Tucky doesn't remove one of them, that's another Carrion Decomposer on the field.
And he might need 2 of the... Yeah, 2 of... Oh, that's right!
The Fireball.
By attacking with the taunt creature, it got rid of his taunt!
Yep. That's unfortunate.
That's right.
And there's the Life
Pact. The Life Pact as well. Also, the Parchment Barrage got removed.
Yeah, Moss played a spell, I guess. I don't...
Yep. Oh, he... What did he play?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, he played Dark Matter Blast?
Oh yeah, he played the Dark Matter Blast, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, why would you put the Bighorn on that side?
I mean, honestly,
like if he has another Fireball, that's just easy Fireball value.
Or yeah. Tucky just doing a good job of picking off the major pieces that make this ooze deck kind of work.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the
honestly,
reasons...
and we know Tucky's definitely saving the golden silence in his hand for the acidic overlord.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, this is one of the key reasons why I think equalization does really well in ooze. It gives
Equilibrium.
it equilibrium. I will learn the name of that card.
One of these days.
Yeah, one of these days. I just feel like it gives a third avenue, right? It gives you that space to get it out and get another ooze and get another ooze. Like, you've got room to get, to make that play. I know a lot of people
Going Equilibrium and then Acidic Overlord and then Union of Monsters is a crazy swing. Yes. Especially if you have multiple Carrion Decomposers in your reserves.
Yeah, and by 10, hopefully you do.
That's the hope.
I guess it is noteworthy, though, in the last game, Moss played through his whole deck and had only played 2 Carrion Decomposers, so I don't know if he's running 3.
I wonder if one of them got discarded from the meager at any point we didn't notice.
It's possible, yeah. Tucky playing the Basamith on his side. Smart play, getting some more card draw. If you're gonna run a single creature, because you've got life packed up, Basamith's probably.
And there you go. That's one way to get more Carrion Decomposers in your reserves.
Yeah, there you go.
Necromancy.
I don't hate it. That's for sure. I guess if you're only gonna run one, yeah, it's not the worst play.
It's just kind of like if you're running Dungeon Master, you might as well. Never gonna say no to extra Decomposers.
Right? Necromancy is just such a good card. You can get all sorts of good answers. Alright, what did he get?
Right, what was hit off this misdeed?
Another Carrion Decomposer.
And a Gorging Jelly, and a Riotous, and a Zealous Ooze.
It's one of those, like, I'm not even sure what I would have looked in that graveyard and saw and went, that's alright. It's
like, I don't know, probably like Gelatinous Protestant, Dark Matter Blast, one of the Slime Prospectors. I don't know. I think there were a lot better targets than those.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
I feel like those are some more of rough hits. Again, like, honestly, like, Bighorn Pack Beast is basically a dead card. You know, I would have, like, you would love to see that get removed.
I'm curious I'd be curious to hear Moss's reasoning for bringing Bighorn Pack Beast in this deck. It feels like maybe an odd choice.
I mean, I think it's the anti-aggro play because you might need something to, like, kind of get aggro to settle down a bit more.
I guess, but he's not running Gelatinize in any way. Like, if he ran Bighorn
Pack Beast, I mean, I don't think he
Gelatinize,
plans on putting them in his reserves. Right. I think he's just saying, I'm just going to play these outright and not think about it.
It's fair enough. I feel also, like there could be better answers.
Not even maybe, but, like, I don't know what they are, I guess. There's the Acidic.
There's the Acidic. That's early.
But it's going to get a lot of value.
Yep, here we go. This is where the engine gets rolling. I don't
think he has room for the other Carrion Decomposer.
Nope. But this is still, like, this is where you start seeing Acidic Overlord really get some value.
And here's the silence.
Yep, there's the silence. That's fine. That is fine enough. It gave, what, +4 while it was on the board?
I think it gave 3/3. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Alright, we got the second Meager Misdeed, and it looks like another Carrion got discarded.
Oh, that is rough.
My god, man. And a Maggie.
Yep.
I guess, you know,
but there's the other Maggie.
Which kind of...
Okay, yep.
This is going to be a huge... Don't even think about it. Just flip the hourglass, Moss.
Don't do it.
Flip the hourglass.
Do it, Moss.
Don't overthink this attack.
He's still got the Maggie to block if needed, but really he doesn't need it. So
no. Tucky's not playing creatures. Now I'm curious what that hidden thing is.
The hidden contract? Lucky for me, I don't know.
When it's not the 10 HP, it's not the life pact.
So that's gotta be...
It must be Breach of Terms.
It's either Breach of Terms or it could be Channel Destruction. I don't know if he does run it or not because I haven't seen him play.
It must be Breach of Terms. I don't think he's playing Channel Destruction in this deck. I think it's Breach of Terms.
Yeah, it could be. Well, let's hope that Moss doesn't try and Necromancy out the Acidic Overlord.
Oh, is that a filibuster? Yeah, it is.
That gives him a turn, for sure.
No healing or damage this turn.
I mean, if you're
Honestly,
Moss
Moss-
here, yeah, you just play. Yeah, there you go. That's good. Ho ho ho. Santa's here, baby.
All right.
All right, the
some
healing. The healing is starting to roll. I
Are we
mean,
gonna see another filibuster?
but yeah, Tucky's got a filibuster this turn, or I think he's dead.
Oh, 100%. If he doesn't have a filibuster, he is dead.
And
There it is. Yep.
Buying at least one more turn.
I mean, listen, Moss has a lot of health on this board to counteract the life pact.
I think those far side oozes are probably
One.
in danger.
2.
I mean,
Just 2.
3.
3.
Oh, there goes Maggie. Oh, that wasn't Maggie. That was Prospector.
Yeah, that was a slime prospector. Honestly, that might be one of the worst things. Well, actually, no, that's fine.
I mean, and it made room.
Prospector is probably one of the best things that could have died for Moss.
Oh yeah. All right. Does Tucky have another? I don't think the odds are good.
It's gonna be tough. And you see, I think he screwed himself by playing that breach of terms, assuming Moss would get rid of it, because now he can't reiterate any of the royal filibusters because he's out of contract space.
Yeah, and I think overall Moss doesn't plan on playing spells. I mean,
no, I don't think he does anymore.
The fireball's gonna slow things down. I don't think he's dead. Oh.
Hey, there's 2 more health.
You know,
I can't really tell the math on his end, but it's like 6.
I mean, the big thing.
6, 5.
No, he's fine. He's not. That's not 24.
2, 2, 2. 6, 6. Yeah, it's 18. I think we're looking at right now.
But that's still. I mean, that's still a good chunk. That puts him on the clock, right?
And Tucky's almost run out of his deck.
Oh, poison bomb.
Poison bomb.
Wow.
Unenhanced poison bomb. Wow, man.
I mean, yeah, you just. But everybody say bye to Gary. I mean, you full swing here, without question. You full swing here.
I mean, yeah, you have. I think Moss is trying to think if he has the win at any point. Like, if he had a necromancy to bring back the acidic overlord.
Yeah. I mean,
that could be huge.
But again, we expect that's a breach of terms.
Actually,
no, it is definitely breach of terms. He's healed more than 5 times. He was under 10 health. That is breach of terms.
Yeah.
Unless it's defensive acumen.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's just not
Power
realistic.
of Garsong.
Power of Garsong. No, Power of Garsong would be on. He's over.
Oh yeah, it would be because you're outnumbered.
Yeah. So that is definitely a breach term. So that even if he has a necromancy in hand, he's going to have to play another spell before he can get it back.
Yeah, you have to burn something else first.
Yeah, and
almost certainly he does have a necromancy in hand, but
well, I don't know. He played one early.
Yeah, but I have to imagine he's running more than one necromancy. Like,
I imagine
no reason
so
to
too.
run one.
But I guess he would have to, I don't know, burn another campaign prep or his. I would
maybe
say
he's running 3 dark matter blasts.
I say he has a dark matter blast for certain. I would say he's got the. There
it is.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh
Yep.
no!
It is the necromancy, and he didn't burn it.
Oh no!
Okay, Carrion Decomposer. Oh, I actually hate that he reserved the Zealous. Oh wait, no. Okay, yeah. That gets him to 22.
Did he do it? And the Carrion Decomposer comes out. I mean, I feel like
that gets him to 20, I think.
I feel like that was a strange choice. Still, like that's not lethal. It clears a lot of the creatures. Had he played the opposite order and gotten the Acidic Overlord,
that was the worst hit Tucky could have gotten. But I don't think it's gonna matter. I think Tucky's just gonna be just fine clearing this entire board.
Yeah.
That poison bomb was very good. Honestly, I feel like Moss maybe should have full swinged and then waited a turn on that Union of Monsters Necromancy.
I feel like the order was backwards, right? He should have burned the Union of Monsters, used the Necromancy.
Yeah, probably. To get the Acidic Overlord back, yeah. But honestly, like, the Poison Bomb would have just killed it, so I don't know. I feel like you needed to wait a turn for that poison bomb to go away.
It would have died, but would everything else on the board have died? Would it push? Would it have pushed the rest of his units to 4 health?
I don't know.
Again, that's a good play.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
It's
still
2 more damage. I mean,
yeah,
unfortunately, Tucky's probably about to heal another 10. So.
Yeah.
That's why this healing deck is just so brutal, man. This life pack with the boons.
And realistically, like, the Maggie... there goes Maggie.
Silence.
There goes Maggie.
No.
Yeah, I think that's I'm not sure what Moss can do at this point.
I'm really curious if Aiden and Tucky are both going to ban each other's Augur decks. Or if they're actually going to play it out.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
I think Aiden, when it comes to Aiden, he's got a lot. Again, real quick, based on that statement, we are not signing off Moss. He has 40 health. There's always an outside chance. It's just not looking likely at the moment. You know, he's not done. The game's not over, but he's gonna need like some of the best draws in the world. He's got one card in hand.
I'm curious what would get it done, because I think that's another breach of terms that Tucky has up.
Yeah, I mean it'll take him not doing anything for a couple of turns to build up a couple of cards. He's sitting on a single card right now. Yeah, and he sees the same way. There's no way he plays anything this turn. He's probably got another necromancy.
I don't think Moss can come back from this. I don't know if it's possible. Like, even with he would need necromancy, but he's already played his 3rd Union of Monsters. He doesn't have it anymore. He can't do the big ooze play. Like, if he had necromancy, Union of Monsters, Dark Matter Blast right now, maybe.
Maybe.
But
it's just
even then. So tough.
I mean, okay, the thing let's think about the positives for Moss. Moss knows that's the last breach of terms.
Yeah.
That is it.
I mean,
so if he can get rid of it, whatever spells he plays past that will hit the board, right?
Yes.
He does have some pretty juiced up carrion decomposers. He's got a 7/7 and a 6/6. So all he needs to do, actually has 3 carrion decomposers on the field, or in his reserves. If he can play 2 oozes, however he does it, he gets a big swing. That's a huge creature swing.
Yeah, but when these Mercbanes are coming out 7/7 now 8/8.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking to the bright side.
I know you're trying to look up, man. There's the necromancy.
He got the necromancy, so that's not breach of terms.
It's not. I guess it's the one spell then, or the 10 health when you're below 10. Yeah.
There goes the Parchment Barrage, so that's good too. I'm gonna be real.
Tucky doesn't need it anymore. Tucky's basically ran out of his deck.
This is true. I wonder if that
another poison.
That is another contract.
And there's the forfeit. Yeah, there's the resign.
GG. All right. Well, Tucky wins 2-1. The semis. We're gonna. So big congratulations to both competitors today.